of what makes me really excited about this play is how much it comes out of who the playwright herself is. Chiara Hudes is actually from Philadelphia, which is where most of her plays are set, as is Water by the Spoonful. And she draws on the stories of her family, her cousins, her aunts and uncles, her own parents, and uses that as the inspiration to tell this story of Elliot, who is the main character in the three plays, and the things that happen to him and to his family and to an ever-increasing circle of friends. Another thing that makes me really excited about these plays, especially as a dramaturg, because part of dramaturgy is the study of dramatic structure. So literally, what happens in a play, what is the order of events, how are things structured, what comes first, what follows, and then what comes as a result of that, is that the playwright, Chiara herself, is a musician. She's a trained musician. And so she actually uses musical structure as a way to structure her plays. But the thing about these three plays is that they don't all use the same kind of music. So for example, the first play, which is called Elliot, A Soldier's Fugue, is, as the title might imply, based on a fugue by Bach. So a fugue usually involves 3 or 4 different voices, instruments that all reiterate the same theme. In the case of that play, the experiences of going to war. And then the voices just layering on top of each other, echoing each other, developing the theme, but always talking about the same thing. The third play, which is called The Happiest Song Plays Last, is based very much on traditional jibaro music, which is the folk music of Puerto Rico. And in the sounds of the cuarto, you hear the heartbreak and the joy of Puerto Rican culture. But the second one is based on John Coltrane, and most specifically on his album Ascension, his 1965 free jazz breakthrough. And the thing about this play, the way in which the jazz really informs what the play is about, it's about dissonance. It's about stories that don't seem to fit together, that seem to just collide into each other, that are thorny and they improvise, and we don't quite know where they're going, and then all of a sudden we find that they're connected. And the life that these characters are leading with, they're dealing with some tough issues of addiction, of families that are falling apart, of trying to feel connected in a very disconnected world. And sometimes it feels like all of these different characters and all of their stories, just like the notes of a Coltrane free jazz song, they're just sort of spinning into noise. But yet they're all equal. They all have a place in the heart of this play. And we don't know whether they'll actually reach a happy ending. As Yas tells us in the play, dissonance, the point of it is not to actually reach resolution, it is to explore the noise of it itself. It really leads us down some really wonderful and surprising paths.